Hello everyone, I'm welcome back to TechBlock. Today we are finally back with the return of the Setup Block series. So many of you have been begging me to bring the series back. We've done 10 episodes in total back in the day, but we're bringing the series back. Episode 11, RTX edition, featuring of course NVIDIA RTX cards. If you'd like to be featured in the show, I'll leave all submission instructions and the submission email address down below in the description for you, so you can submit your setup to me over at setupblock@techblock.co.uk. That's where you're going to be submitting all your setup images as well as all the products featured in your setup. Oh yeah, and just before I forget, all of the products featured in today's video will be linked down below in the description for you in case you want to go learn more about a certain product featured in today's video or even buy it yourself on Amazon. And one more thing, just before we begin today's video, you can vote right now for next week's episode theme for Setup Block. So that can be Razer setups, Corsair edition setups, or the setup can be completely unthemed. I'll leave a few options for you in the poll so you guys can vote and the community here can decide what kind of setups are featured in the following episode. Alright, with all that said, let's jump into Setup Block episode 11, RTX edition. Today's video is brought to you by the TechBlock merch store. Go check it out. First link in the video description. We have t-shirts, hoodies, sweatshirts, all sorts of designs, but does it have RGB? All sorts of things on sale over on the TechBlock merch store. Go check it out. First link in the video description. If you're interested in supporting the TechBlock YouTube channel, go check out the merch store, pick something up. If you do end up picking up something from the merch store, be sure to send me a photo of you wearing it so that I can give you a shout out on social media. Alright, now back to the video. The first setup here comes from Bence Beedyboy Hamos. He's 25 years old, currently living in Germany. He works as a game developer over at the communications team at Crytek. They're currently working on a game called Hunt Showdown, and he's given me 5 game keys of Hunt Showdown to actually give away to you guys. So I'm going to leave a link in the description down below to a Gleam.io giveaway page where you can enter to win yourself a game key for Hunt Showdown. It's crazy that he just gave me like 5 game keys to give away. Awesome, man. Thank you so much. I believe he's actually given his entire setup a name. So this is called the Abyss. It looks pretty damn sick. A lot of Razer gear, a lot of Corsair gear inside his PC as well. Just a very, very high-end gaming setup in general. Very high-end PC, and he's not cheaped out on his peripherals or lighting either. This is a pretty complete setup, and I'm loving the entire theme he's gone for here. Now, he mainly uses his setup for work, gaming, editing, and music production, so very versatile setup here. He can do just about anything he wants on here, to be honest. It's very freaking high-end. Alright, so let's quickly cover all of the gear featured in this setup. For his keyboard, he's gone with the Razer Huntsman Elite, paired it with the Razer Death Adder Elite mouse, the Razer Nari Ultimate headset with the Razer RGB headset stand, Razer Goliath extended mouse mat, Razer Stargazer webcam, Razer Leviathan speakers. I think that's it for Razer gear. Oh wait, no, he does have a Razer Edition Lian Li PC Dynamic 011 PC case that I also have right here. Pretty much identical PC cases. Very good choice, by the way. Damn dude, that is a lot of Razer gear you have in one setup. Holy crap. But we're not done yet. He has Nanoleaf Aurora light panels, Philips Hue Go lights, 2 of them on either side of his monitor, a Philips Hue LED light strip, the Blue Yeti microphone, Oculus Rift VR headset with 3 sensors, and for his monitor, he has the Microboard M340 CLZ monitor, 100Hz VA panel, 34-inch ultra-wide monitor running at 3440 by 1440p resolution. A very similar panel to my monitor here, because this one's a 35-inch ultra-wide running at 100Hz VA panel, same resolution. Very, very similar monitors, man. And pretty similar setup overall, to be honest. You have very similar gear to me, same PC case. As for the desk though, that all of this gear is sitting on top of, you've gone with the IKEA 2-sided kitchen table with a metal base, and you've turned it into a PC desk. Of course you have. You've also paired it with, I believe, 2 IKEA Alex drawers, or maybe just 1. Okay, you've paired it with 1 IKEA Alex drawer, the grey one, 2 IKEA table legs. Damn, this is quite the setup here. As for your PC though, this is where you're gonna be like, holy crap, dude, this guy doesn't play around. CPU, he has the Intel Core i9-9900K, of course, the MSI RTX 2080 Ti Duke Edition, 32GB of Corsair Vengeance RGB Pro RAM running at 3200 MHz, the Corsair HX 1200i power supply, Corsair H150i Pro RGB all-in-one liquid cooler, Corsair MP510 480GB NVMe drive. For his boot drive, a Samsung 860 EVO M.2 1TB SSD, a whopping 9 of Corsair's HD 120 fans, Corsair Commander Pro and Corsair Commander Node Pro, Cooler Master vertical GPU mount, custom cables, custom painting, and once again all of that gear is sitting inside of the Lian Li PC-O11 dynamic PC case that we have behind us as well. Oh my god, I'm surprised that you've actually gone with so much Corsair gear in your PC, and then you've gone the complete opposite spectrum with all the Razer gear for all your peripherals. Absolute monster of a PC and a gaming setup overall. He's mounted his speaker above his setup and everything. He has a Razer subwoofer that came with the speaker, I believe, beneath there. Cable management in the setup is near flawless. There is a lot of things going on here, so cable managing everything to perfection is of course one hell of a challenge, but to be honest, he's done a pretty damn good job. Apart from visible cables on his tabletop, everything else in the setup in terms of cable management seems to be very well managed. Especially when looking beneath his desk, he's used cable trunking to hide cables on the walls. He has a special hanging place for his VR headset as well. All of the power strips, all of the power cables are stuck beneath the desk by the looks of things, or just like hanging there. Damn dude, a very well put together setup overall, very high end, loving it man. Alright, well Bence, thank you so much for submitting your setup. Thank you very much for all the game keys that we're going to be giving away for the Hunt Showdown game. Link in the description to the giveaway of course. Alright, thanks for submitting your setup man. Love the theme, love the setup. Let's take a look at the next one. The next setup here today is also extremely impressive. This is absolutely beautiful. He's even sent us an entire video to showcase his setup. Like, this is an entire masterpiece of a room. RGB lights absolutely everywhere. And he's got a pretty cool gaming setup here too. Just an awesome room overall. Loving the theme, loving the entire feel and vibe of this room as well. Like, it just looks like a very nice place to actually chill, play games, you know, do whatever you want in here, man. This is a nice setup. A pretty cool room in general, man. So his name is Edgar. He's 17 years old from Latvia. Currently he's just going to college, and the primary use for his setup is gaming, video editing, and of course homework for college. Really liking what you've done with the setup here. Even though you don't have matching monitors, the setup still looks very, very nice in my opinion. So, taking a look at all the gear he has in his setup, he's gone with the HyperX Alloy Elite RGB keyboard, HyperX Pulse Fire Surge RGB mouse, HyperX Cloud Stinger headset, HyperX Fury S XXL mouse mat, and then for his main monitor he's gone with the Samsung CJ27G 50 27-inch curved 1440p monitor running at a whopping 144Hz. Obviously that's his main monitor. And for his second one he's gone with another Samsung panel, the C27F396 27-inch curved 1080p 60Hz panel. Alright, so very similar monitors, one's 144Hz, the other one's pretty much 60 at slightly lower resolution as well. But I feel like the setup would look ever so slightly more cleaner and just a little bit more sharp if you were to upgrade your secondary monitor to the same monitor that you have for your main one. You know, just have matching monitors, you'll have both displays running at 144Hz, so the overall experience for you I think will be ever so slightly better as well. So yeah, if you can dude, try to upgrade your secondary monitor to match your main one. Anyway, he also has an MSI Force GC30 wireless controller, F&D F550X speakers and subwoofer, so pretty damn solid setup all round when it comes to peripherals and his monitors. Taking a look at his PC specs though, he has the NZXT H500 PC case in black, an Intel Core i7-9700K CPU, which is being cooled by the Arctic Freezer 34 Esports Dual White CPU cooler, an MSI RTX 2080 Duke graphics card, 16GB of HyperX Predator RAM running at 3200 MHz, a Kingston A400 240GB SSD, and a Seagate 2TB Barracuda hard drive for, I'm guessing, your game storage. And all of this stuff here is powered by the Cooler Master Masterwatt 750W power supply. Damn dude, absolutely solid setup and solid PC all around, pretty high end too. Taking a look at all the other stuff he has in his room though, he has a 49-inch Samsung 4K TV, a Digitus monitor stand for his secondary panel I believe, a Karambit Fade knife which I also have, a Lamborghini Veneno, I don't know how you actually pronounce that, car model, which looks pretty sick if you ask me, do love Lamborghinis, an IKEA Signum cable rack for his cable management in his setup, an IKEA lamp, and Bluetooth LED controllers. As for his plans for the setup in the near future, he's planning on adding a gaming chair and of course adding some more RGB for his PC by buying a few RGB fans and popping them inside of his NZXT H500 PC case. The fact that Edgar's is only 17 years old and he has such a sick gaming setup overall is awesome, man. And finally, one more thing I should probably mention, Edgar's has pretty much funded this entire setup and just, the entire gaming room from his own money by working jobs over in the summer. So I'm guessing during like summer holidays, he gets a summer job. And he's managed to afford just about everything that he has in his own setup using his own money, which of course is quite admirable. Damn dude, absolutely fantastic setup from Edgar's here. Thank you so much for entering. Let's take a look at the next one. The next setup here comes from Alex. He's 20 years old from California and he mainly uses this setup for gaming. So right off the bat you can see he's got two monitors, one of the monitors being mounted vertically over on the left hand side via a monitor arm, I believe, which looks pretty cool. As for cable management, right off the bat I can see he's used some cable trunking for the monitor wires going down, which is always good to see. He's got a boom arm there for his microphone, a wonderful PC case, the NZXT H440, which I used to have as well. That PC case brings back a lot of memories, man. Loving the case, loving the setup, man. Alright, let's take a look at what he actually has in this setup. So for his desk, he's gone with a IKEA Linmon in white, which I also have behind me. Pretty much identical desks here, but his one has a different size. I believe this is the 150 by 75 centimeter desk. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that seems to be the desk dimensions that he has from what I can see. As for his peripherals though, he's gone to the Razer Black Widow Chroma V2 keyboard, the Logitech G Pro wireless mouse, the HyperX Fury S mouse mat, Sennheiser HD 6XX headphones, Klipsch Pro Media 2.1 BT with subwoofer and a Massdrop 02 amp. Headphone amp. So pretty solid gear all around. And by the looks of things, he also has a Blue Yeti Snowball microphone attached onto a boom arm in this setup as well. As for his monitors though, I do not know what monitors he's used in his setup here because he hasn't mentioned them. I believe both of the monitors are from Asus, but I don't really know any of their specifications apart from they're from Asus. Anyway, as for his PC build, he's gone with the one and only NZXT H440 PC case in white and black. He has an MSI Z378 Pro motherboard, an Intel Core i7 8700K CPU overclocked to 4.3 GHz, an EVGA RTX 2080 Ti. That graphics card looks absolutely amazing, man. Loving it. Corsair H100i V2 all-in-one liquid cooler, a 250GB Samsung 850 EVO SSD, a 4TB hard drive for his game storage I'm guessing, 8GB of Patriot Viper RAM running at 3000 MHz, and all of that is being powered by the EVGA 750W Supernova G3 power supply. Taking a look beneath his desk though, cable management, oh god. Well, you've attempted at cable management, I'll give you that, my friend, but I feel like it could be a little bit better. Pick up some J-channel cable trunking kits. I'll leave a link in the description down below. You're in California as well, so you can get them shipped to you real quick, as I think they're only sold in America. But as you're in California, you can get them delivered to you real quick. J-channel cable organizers, I'll leave a link in the description down below just for you, Alex. So pick them up and hide all your cables inside them. Your cable management will look tremendously different, and it'll just be much easier to manage your cables like that, because you do have a lot of gear here. So, I'm sure cable management isn't the easiest thing on earth, but with the help of some J-channels, I'm sure you can do it, man. But apart from that, he's got, I believe, an LED light strip behind his monitor, and he's got an LED light strip behind his desk as well. Not sure if they're Philips Hue or anything, I just know that, it's an LED light strip. Well, apart from that though, Alex, thank you very much for submitting your setup. Let's take a look at the next one. The next setup here comes from Evan. He's 17 years old from Norway, and he mainly uses this setup for gaming. Holy crap, man, this is clearly got a theme. An absolute monster of a gaming setup once again. A very high-end Ryzen gaming PC there as well. Wow. Alright, let's go over all of the stuff this guy has in his setup, because this is impressive, man. Alright. For his peripherals, he's gone with the Corsair K95 Platinum with Cherry MX speed switches, the Razer Mamba Tournament Edition mouse, but he's planning on getting a Corsair mouse soon. He has a Corsair HS70 headset, which is sitting on top of the Corsair ST100 RGB headset stand. He's got a Blue Yeti microphone and Logitech Z333 40-watt speakers as well. And he's also got acoustic phone from eBay, a mini fridge from a Norwegian store. He has Linmon desks from IKEA. Fair enough, man. And he has an Xbox One S and a 32-inch Philips Hue TV. Not Philips Hue TV, Philips TV. I guess whenever I say Philips in my mind, I immediately just say like Hue. Philips Hue? Yeah, RGB? No, in this case, I don't think the TV has RGB, or does it? The TV, I think, does actually have RGB. I think he has like an LED strip behind it or something. Holy crap, man. This setup has a lot of LED lighting, mainly in the form of LED light strips around his desk, on his ceiling, behind his mini fridge, I think. Oh my god, man. As for cable management, fantastic job. Cable trunking on the walls. He's, I believe, used an IKEA Signum rack for the majority of his cables. They're all pretty well hidden, if you ask me. And I believe he's even got a dual monitor arm for his 2 monitors there as well. Speaking of his monitors, they're not identical panels, but they're very similar. They are both from AOC. His main one is an AOC 144Hz G-Sync 1080p monitor, and for his secondary one, it's once again AOC 24-inch. It's a 75Hz 1080p monitor with no G-Sync support. But when looking at these images, even though the panels are different, the monitor bodies themselves look just about identical, which is always good. And then taking a look at your PC specs, NZXT H700i PC case. For his motherboard, he's on the Asus ROG Strix X470F gaming motherboard, and he's gone ahead and popped an AMD Ryzen 7 2700X CPU inside of that Asus ROG motherboard. That CPU is of course being cooled by the NZXT Kraken X72 all-in-one liquid cooler, which I think is like a 360mm radiator on it. Damn dude, so he ain't playing around when it comes to cooling that CPU. He has 16GB of G-Skill Trident Z RGB RAM, an MSI RTX 2080 graphics card, that is the Gaming X Trio as well, a 4TB hard drive for, I'm guessing, his game storage, a 1000 watt Corsair RM1000X power supply, Samsung 970 EVO M.2 250GB NVMe SSD, and finally some sleeved cables as well. Wow dude, one hell of a setup here. Acoustic foam shelves, so much stuff going on, but at the same time you've managed to give it a clean look, and you have a mini fridge. I wish I had a mini fridge over in my setup, man. I kind of need to get one, don't I? This is sick, absolutely sick, man. And I believe he's even got some kind of wireless phone charger just beneath his monitor as well. Damn dude, absolutely fantastic setup here. Loads of LED lighting, clearly got a theme going on, black and red. Damn dude, fantastic job for the PC setup and the console setup as well, as you do have an Xbox One S there. Very well done to you, my friend. This is sick, man. Alright, well that's going to be it for today's video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Every single product featured in every single one of these setups that you've just seen will be linked down below in the description for you, in case you want to go pick up anything featured in today's video, including of course this TechBlock mug, which you can pick up over on the TechBlock merch store. Anyway, as I mentioned at the very start of the video, if you like your own setup to be featured on the show, all the submission instructions as well as the email address are down below in the description for you. So if you want to be featured on the show, read the submission instructions and submit your setup over at setupblock@techblock.co.uk. That is the email address you submit your setup to, with all the products in your setup as well as the images of your setup as well. Alright, well that's going to be it for today's video, guys. Remember to vote in the poll for the theme of next week's episode of Setup Block. Alright, thanks for watching and I hope to see you in another video soon. Goodbye.